What's up? I'm Noelle at Noelle's Notions, and this is Fame by the Flame with Venus Verssace.
Hey.
Venus, first off, I'm so excited to have my first fly female on the segment. Shout out to the ladies.
Be considered a fly female.
Yes, well, I mean, I love your songs. I know you're coming out with some new stuff. Tell us a little bit about what's, on the scene right now. I know you have a YouTube and an Instagram. What kind of music you have out right now?
So, yeah, things are just going by very quickly, and I'm just continuing to create new content. And I think that's my biggest trait right now is that I have new content coming very quickly, and I just put out an album, which was my first EP album, April 18th. Okay. So I have yet another album dropping June 23rd, Universe. So yeah, it's been quite a journey and an adventure, but I'm definitely loving it because you can tell I'm just, kicking them out.
And so where's the best way for people to hear the most recent album that you just produced and then your new one that you had in June?
Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, SoundCloud are all platforms that I use. But for my new one, it's very similar. There's also like DatPiff, like a lot of other music platforms. Yeah, that'll be shared to Untitled as well. I've been on Tidal before.
Cool.
So that'll be exciting.
Okay, and now, watching some of your music videos, I really like the whole, female empowerment of like being a bad bitch. Like I like that whole like hip hop scene, right? Yeah, but even with the girl we have going here, like damn.
Yeah, you gotta own it. You gotta own it.
So, do you work with any other artists that, we would know of or we can find their music for? Any collabs?
Yeah, well, I've had a lot of, journeymen, you could say, like people who have really brought me up through the ropes, and I've been on tour with them. Living Legends is one. Yeah. I don't know if you guys know the Balians, but they're also another. Shout out to Zyme. And I'm very hopeful to work with, other artists that are part of my support team now.
Yeah.
So it's just a blessing to have made it this far and to have had the people in my life actually have, real experience that have led me around the world and on tours and stuff.
Well, definitely a common theme with a lot of artists is community. It's really kind of all about who you know, who you do collabs with, and how kind of like you get your name out there is, by spreading yourself out there. Yes. And so you're in Sacramento for a short amount of time, and then you're headed back to LA. So I'm sorry that we're gonna lose you, but tell us a little bit about the LA lifestyle. I'm really curious, how a woman makes it in LA, especially in the hip hop scene.
LA is a master machine. Like you can't go there and just wing it. You have to have real talent, real skill. It will eat you up and spit you back out. And I'm very lucky to have been on my own before LA and dealt with machinery. Like I never dealt with the machine of LA, but I thought it was a machine for me to go up against. So, for anyone who wants to experience LA, I think they have already or are yet to find out what it's about.
So any tips then for those people who are trying to make their mark on the world down in SoCal?
I would just say like keep your family close, like never trade who you are for anything else. Everybody who is actually in the Hollywood scene are actors, they're all
just acting, huh?
Yeah, it's all acting. So if not, everybody wants to be like you, know. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, so shout out, to being yourself and keeping your family close and your enemies closer.
Exactly.
So, when you're creating a new song, what is the inspiration behind it? Like, do you start with a beat, or do you start more, with like a like theme in mind? Like how do you those
so I just want to start off by saying I'm a super emotional person. I just want to start off by saying that. Like step one, you gotta be an emotional person. And if you're not, and the job's probably not for you. But yeah, it's all about getting through those emotions and being able, you know, to think, for me, think outside of the box. You know, you can be yourself for a day, but you can also be somebody else, you know, and as an emotional person, we all grow from those experiences. And I think just being an artist and building products that evoke emotion was my biggest trait in college.
Okay.
So as an artist, you know, all I want to do is be able to change people's emotions, change the course of history.
Yeah.
As a woman.
Yeah.
You know, be able to, you know, say how I feel. If you know, be is how I feel, I think I should be the one to say it.
Yeah.
If anybody.
Well, and definitely, you know, with emotions, those are something that people hold on to longer than just lyrics or just a, you know, a beat that's in fat at the time.
It's healing. It's very healing. Yeah.
So when did you start making music? I'm always curious about kind of how people find their, you know, like tune in life.
I think I was very little when I started to make music, but I think I was always told, you know, I never had a future in it, or told to find other ways to express myself.
Yeah.
But you know, English was my second language.
Oh, okay.
So
what was your first, if you don't mind?
Spanish is my first language.
Oh, okay.
Yo hablo español. I mean, yeah. Venus Verssace. But yeah, I think it was a huge task, like translating my emotions to words, and like, but it was like I said,
well, two times, you know, from English and then to Spanish as well. So, you know, you said music's always been like a part of you. Who have been your influences along the way? I know you said you've had help collaborating with a lot of other, you know, known artists, but has there been, you know, one person along the way that's been a great influence for you?
Wow, it's so great because I have such like a huge, I love like all types of music. Like I love trance, I love EDM, but I love hip hop, I love rap, I love trap, you know, I love reggaeton. I love like you know, like cumbia kings, and like I love mariachi. Like I just love like all types of music. I vibe to all types of music. But as far as like, you know, hip hop and rap, I think that's what I grew up toward as more. Like I was always in the hip hop and rap scene. My dad was always like trying to tell me who not to listen to, like you know, going through my MP3 player, like delete. Like what is this? Like all this 50 Cent and all this.
Oh my god, 50 Cent. I love 50 Cent. That was my dad too. He's like, no, you can't listen to Up in the Club. I'm like, why not?
Exactly.
Like, why not?
Going crazy. And like P. Diddy, and you know, I listen to a lot of Selena and J-Lo, and
so kind of like, you know, the soulful, you know, with also like the little hard.
Genuine. You know, oh my god, I love the R&B and the soul and all that. And but I think it wasn't until like I started listening to like Kanye and Kid Cudi that I started to feel like I really closely related to these people, or like artists, you know, like my emotions and everything. But even like artists like Tupac and so, you know, it goes way back.
Yeah, of course.
And there's like a certain style that I like to stay true to. So as a woman, that's all I can ever hope, you know, just to ignite change and you know, change the course of history.
Well, I think you brought up a really good point, you know, going back to, you know, having people feel what you feel through a song. You know, I think that's kind of the best an artist can wish for when they put something out is, you know, it's almost like you're bearing your soul and you want someone else to be like, I got you. Like, I feel that same way too, and I understand like where you're coming from. So once you achieve that, it's kind of like, all right, like, check, next song, you know, like I need someone. So let's talk a little bit about the new stuff that you're putting out. So, you know, what are your favorite songs on your new album? Where can we find them? I know you said you have like a lot of platforms. Is there one that is the best to connect with you on?
Platforms, connect with me on Twitter and Instagram. I'm on it kind of religiously. It's sort of a portfolio of mine. It's, you know, it's fun for me to keep a social profile. I was never very into the social, like, public media scene, but I always was, you know, a big, like I was always broadening my image.
Yeah, of course.
You know, so it's fun to apply, and I'm a graphic artist.
Oh, okay.
Too,
cool.
so I have a lot of fun with it.
So do you create all your own covers then? I know you have a really lot of cool artwork for each of your albums, so you do all that then.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, any of the 3D designs, like things that look like metal, or and like little attachments I've created, or, you know.
Yeah, and then you said you worked with machinery a little bit.
Yes, I used to. Yeah. I want to get back into a warehouse where there's machines, please. Anybody who has machines.
Anybody out there with a welding kit, hit up Venus Verssace here.
You want me to build you something? I got you.
She'll put a tune on while she's like making you a masterpiece. So, you know, I know that as an artist, you've grown over time. What would you say is the biggest difference from where you were when you first started to where you're at now?
I know how to say no to a beat I don't like.
That's step number one.
Yeah, I think I just tried to fit into just like anything, you know, along the lines of like, I'm a huge stoner.
Mm-hmm.
So I was trying to do music that I guess pleased to a certain demographic.
Yeah.
And I just wanted people to like me, you know, and I think now, you know, if I like something, like if I just only listen to things I really like. Yeah. And if I really like it, I'm like, you're gonna really like it too. Yeah. But like the stoner stuff, like I like having fun. I love being like a stoner too, but like to me, that doesn't get me through life. Like what gets me through life is like going through my emotions and like getting excited and like staying happy and stuff. But like, you know, that lifestyle is still part of me. Yeah. And it's something that I enjoy, but it's just, you know, an interesting formula.
Yeah, well, you know, everybody has multiple dimensions to their personality and, you know, to what makes them interesting. And I think you hit it spot on when you said really just, you know, especially even though LA, like just be yourself and people will follow the person that you are. Because you can get lost in kind of appealing to all these different genres. Or like, oh, I didn't fit in this box.
No, and the reason why you get so lost so quickly is because you are alone. You are independent. You are chasing your dream, and it's in a male predominant industry. Yeah. So you will have someone right there say, oh no, take this off. Yeah. Oh no, do this different. Oh no, you shouldn't be wearing. And like, if you have a crowd waiting for you, there's like 99 out of 100 people that will be like, oh, you know, go ahead, tell me whatever I got to do, and I'll do it. And me, you know, I'm a very spiritual person. I like to protect myself like with all my might. Yeah. And I think it's important, you know, just to be independent. And the more independent you are, you can, you know, at every obstacle, you can make that decision for yourself. Like, oh no, I'll do that.
Is there any advice that you would give women, just not even in the music industry in general, but just for achieving their dreams and for striving for more than what they're told they're destined to be?
Wow, that's a huge one. So doing more than what you're told, well, you're always going to be told that you're not going to be able to make it. So you just have to learn to deal with failure and understand that success is what comes right after failure. Yep. And I think also staying humble is, you know, really big. You don't ever want to be the first one to throw a stone. You know, you don't ever, you don't want to ever burn the bridges, like things, you know, I believe in karma. So, you know, just as a woman, it's about your faith. It's like hugely about your faith and uniting other women. Yeah. You know, it's never a competition. Yeah. You know, it really isn't.
It's not a competition. Well, you know, I always grew up with the saying that, you know, of course there's always going to be someone better than you, but then there's also a ton of people who are worse off than you. So you definitely want to count your blessings and, like you said, stay humble, keep your family and friends close, and just kind of do you. Right. So I am really excited about the music you just dropped. I know that you said you've been on a roll with all the things that you've been pushing out. Is there anything, is there anything we can expect from you in, you know, later this summer or this fall?
Lots of music videos. Okay. It's a huge summer album, so that's why I'm dropping it June 23rd. So it's going to be very exciting. Tahiti is probably one of my favorite songs on the album. So
shout out to Tahiti. Watch it.
And Versace too. I made a single called Versace, just to let it be known, you know. This is me. This is the whole song, you know. I'm actually making money when you say my name.
Oh, we didn't even put that on a bumper.
It'll be there. But Universe is just all about like our connection, but it's more so about me and people being able to embrace who I am. Cool. You know, because we're all connected. And I think with Chasing Galaxies, I gave myself to the world. I sort of, you know, sacrificed everything, and I wanted to be you know, I wanted to show people who I was, and I wanted people to love me. And I think with Universe, I'm just more like, you know what, if y'all didn't like me with the galaxies, like, y'all got another thing coming.
Well, you know, what you said, like, as an artist, your evolution has been to really hone in what makes you and your niche. And so when you're first starting out, it's kind of like, you know, exactly, kind of stumbling around the galaxy, trying to figure it out. And then now you have your center universe where you know who you are, what you're doing. And, you know, now you're like, well, if you want to come join me, like, come on over.
Right. Yeah, I know what I stand for. I know what I represent. And I know what I love. And I know what I can do. I know my abilities. And I want to help others. You know, I want, for the most part, you to know my abilities. That way I can help you. Yeah. You know, and, like, everything I say is true and accurate. And I've worked very hard to get where I'm at. Yeah. You know, and I've had many people who still, like, even family who don't really, you know, even believe I graduated or, you know, things like, you know, that nature. So I'm like, yeah, well, now I'm a rapper. And I'm taking over the world. So,
yeah. Like, you can catch my album, drops June 23rd.
For real.
Well, you know, it's amazing to sit down with you and just kind of get into the nitty gritty of it. Is there anybody that you want to give a shout out to? Someone who maybe you look forward to working with in the future that you want to call out, or someone that you've worked with in the past that you are grateful for?
Yeah, Amp Live. I'm really grateful for working with you. I can't wait to, like, hear that single still. But, and I really look forward to working with It's AD and Kid Ink. And thank you, Adrian Swish. Shout out to you.
Do you have any, like, final thoughts for the fans or anything that you want to get out there?
Just contact me if you ever really want to talk. Like, if you ever need anything, need advice from Venus Verssace, just hit me up. I got you. Bless, stay up, stay true. Thanks for watching.
Awesome. Well, you guys, you can find Venus Verssace on Instagram, SoundCloud,
Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, Universe. It's coming June 23rd. Don't miss it.
Don't miss it. Don't be that one friend who doesn't know.
I got huge promo too coming, and, like, everything I directed. So I hope you guys love it.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for being on here.
Thank you.
Of course. And again, my name's Noelle. This is Noelle's Notions and Fame by the Flame with Venus Verssace. Until next time.